Welcome to the Lutheran Church of the Ascension, the home of Bach Ascending. I am Thomas White, the founding artistic director for this series and cantor for the church. And I send you greetings on behalf of our board of directors. We're glad you're here. In just a moment, I'm going to ask that you silence and dim your phones and not use them during the performance. But right now, if you would like to go to our Bach Ascending Facebook page, the live stream has already begun. You're on candid camera. So if you want to share it so we can get as wide an audience as possible, that would be great. Again, it's Bach Ascending, and you actually have to copy the link, but most people know how to do this in these days. This concert is underwritten thanks to our generous contributors who paid it forward. This is our funding model, which allows us to present free events. It actually makes it easier to plan events and takes the pressure off relying on ticket sales. As an artist myself, I believe this is the most equitable way to present concerts. So, if you are interested in paying forward to what we really hope will be a fantastic 2021-2022 series year, there is information on how to support Bach Ascending in your program. For our live audience, there are baskets on your way out if you want to give us some cash. Any amount is appreciated. For those watching online, there is a contribution link posted. I want to thank the staff of Ascension Lutheran for all their help in behind-the-scenes preparation, especially Pastor Sarah Cutter, who is literally behind the scenes in our technical nook running the live stream as we speak, as well as the crew downstairs who met you to ensure that we are all safe. About a concert during a pandemic, tonight was originally scheduled for last April and is only possible now through careful planning and observance with state and CDC protocols. For that reason, we ask, one, that you remain in your seat assignment. Please do not get up until the end of the performance, but if there is an emergency, please use the rear doors. At the conclusion, an usher will dismiss you row by row. As you saw coming in, we do have t-shirts and CDs for sale. Please don't crowd, but if you're interested, you're even welcome to leave us a message if you want to pick it up later. As I wind up my remarks, it is my great honor to acknowledge Edie Hawkspear, who gave us the Steinway Model L piano last December. Edie served here as musician from 1999 to 2012 and is now organist choir master emerita of Ascension Lutheran. Thank you, Edie. I met Ben Warsaw 1 year ago and was awestruck by his musicality, technique, and good nature. It's going to be a wonderful concert, and now you can turn off your phones. After waiting 7 months, tracking a November hurricane only in 2020, and after very careful preparations, finally, it is my great pleasure to introduce Benjamin Warsaw.
Thank you so much, and welcome. It's so good to be here. Wow, it's been so long since we've been in a concert hall. I know for me, it's been 7 months. I had a couple concerts in March, and then the pandemic hit, and it hit around the world. So it's great to be here. I want to say a few thank yous. First of all, thank you to Tom White for putting this series together. It's really an amazing series. So, and to Thomas. And also to the Lutheran Church of the Ascension for hosting, and hello to you all live. Hello to the live stream. I'm not sure where the camera is, or I would wave. I think it's somewhere over there. So there it is. Hello. So welcome. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to God. Thank you to our families. Thank you for being alive and for all of us being here today. It really puts everything in perspective when so many of us are not here. So lots of gratitude I have lots of gratitude to be standing before you today, and some of that will come out in the pieces that I'm playing that I'll share with you in a little while. I've grouped the program together. You'll see there's lots of little pieces, and at the heart of the program is the Chopin Scherzo. So the next group of pieces I'll perform will be the Preludes, the 4 composers, starting with Bach, then Gershwin, Gulda, and then 3 short preludes that I wrote before we get to the next set of pieces. This program is as much of a Chopin recital as it is a program celebrating the music from Bach to contemporary music that I've written and other contemporaries. Chopin was born almost 210 years ago to the day. He was born in October, so we just passed his 210th birthday. And while we're celebrating Bach, I also can't play the piano without thinking about what an inspiration Chopin is to everyone who was in his life and everyone who came after him. So you'll notice that I'm starting the program with Chopin, there's Chopin in the middle, and I'm ending the program with Chopin too. And you'll hear lots of different time periods of Chopin too, and you'll hear how his music progresses. So I'll go on to the preludes now, starting with Bach. You'll notice lots of chromaticism, so lots of... It almost sounds modern. You'll hear I'll play it next to 2 or 3 other more modern composers, and you'll hear that the Bach holds up just as modern as the other composers do. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. I know Tom already thanked Edie, but I remember I went and looked at the piano when Edie was making the donation. And Edie was so excited. I just want to say that she was so excited to give to this church. And it's a very nice opportunity to have this. It's almost like a dedication concert with the piano here in the space. And it sounds really nice in here, and it's a real honor to be the one to get to do this first concert here, a solo piano concert. So the next three composers I'll play together are Fred Hersch, Arvo Pärt, and again some Chopin. And you'll hear that the last variation that I play of Mr. Hersch's will also be in the same key as Arvo Pärt's for Alina. It's a very short piece, and also in the same key as the Chopin Scherzo. So the end of the Fred Hersch into the Chopin, I'll go back to back into all those pieces. Just a quick word on Fred Hersch. I got the opportunity to learn about him while I was at Eastman. He came and did a master class to the jazz department, and I was urged by one of the theory professors to get to know his music. And I can say that listening to his music and hearing him play and hearing his CDs and reading through some of his music has influenced my compositions, influenced the way that I hear music, and it's just a sheer enjoyment. Mr. Hersch has played and recorded with some of the most famous artists, Renee Fleming, that you might know her name, among many others. And his skills as a jazz pianist, as a pianist and a composer are equally at the highest level. And I have great admiration for his works. I haven't heard his piano works programmed very often. I've never heard a concert of anybody playing his music, and I've heard CDs of it. But I think it's a real shame because his music is so accessible, and he writes in so many different styles. And I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce you to this fascinating composer. He's still living. So is Arvo Pärt. So again, to get to play these living composers' music is a real honor. And I will not play all 24 variations. There's 24 variations on a Bach chorale, and I know, we're in masks. Well, not me, and most of you are in masks, and it's uncomfortable. And so I will not play the 25-minute piece. I will just play 3 selections. But what I will do is I will play the chorale twice so that you can hear it. So this chorale comes from, it's a famous chorale from the St. Matthew's Passion chorale. And what I'll do is I'll play it through for you so you can hear it, and then I'll play it again and go into the 3 variations, so then you'll know it. You'll be professional Bach listeners by the end of the second time. Enjoy these pieces. I made it. Thank you. Thank you. It's so nice to have you here. It's just, I was a little like, I haven't performed in 7 months, but the energy is back and it's such a warm audience. So thank you so much. This really means a lot to see you here tonight. So the next 3 pieces I'll play are lullabies, inspired from my wonderful wife, Rachel, and my beautiful little boy, Uriel. We had a son about 14 months ago, and I never knew I could care about anything that much. And so I decided to put together a group of lullabies as an appreciation for my son. And the first lullaby is a piece from my Preludes. It's a short Berceuse. The next one is a Berceuse from Chopin, which he wrote very late in his life in the 1840s. And then the last lullaby is the famous Brahms Lullaby, which I will improvise on and play it more as a lullaby, more on the quiet side of things, rather than what you hear it as sung. So it'll be a little more muffled, a little more muted. So these 3 lullabies, and I hope you enjoy, and if you fall asleep, it's totally fine. one more thank you to everyone for coming tonight. The last pieces that I'll close with are a set of etudes, 3 Scriabin Etudes, and 1 final Chopin etude to end the program tonight. Alexander Scriabin was a Russian composer, lived right around the same time as his more famous colleague, Sergei Rachmaninoff. Right, everybody shakes their head. Oh yeah, Rachmaninoff. But Scriabin got he died younger. He wrote a little, his music was a little more modern than for his time, kind of very similar to Chopin, I think. And the 3 etudes that I'll play for you now are representative of his 3 styles. So the first one is of his middle period, the first one is of his early period, and then the last one is his late period, where you'll notice that the first 2 have key signatures. As he got later in his writing, he abandoned key signatures, not completely, but he didn't write in specific keys. And that's what we see in 20th century music, a lot of composers not necessarily staying in one particular key. So Scriabin, like Chopin, like Bach, like Beethoven, was definitely ahead of his time for the time that he was writing in. It was wonderful playing for you, and I hope you enjoy these last 4 etudes. Thank you.